Alright guys, we're back in the shop today. I'm going to be showing you a quick, easy pattern that I learned a couple of years ago. It's pretty cool. It's called Elegy Bone. It's actually a factory Megabass color. Had a request to do this one today for a friend of mine. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing knocked out for you. It shouldn't take too long. I'm hoping to keep it around 10 minutes or so. But stay tuned. Here we go. We're going to start out with a little bit of a pearl white on the sides and around on the bottom, and then I'm going to go back over that pearl on the bottom with a chartreuse. Just a little dab will do you. Adjust our pressure here. Of course, I'm using a different microphone today, so I don't have noise cancellation on the Rode Go 2. Just trying to look something different. And try to go really light with your pearl on this one, because you do want it to be, for the most part, transparent. I want it a little heavy on that one side, because when you come back over it, you're going to be coming over it with a another transparent color with a stencil. I'm liking this new camera. I'm hoping, let me know what you guys think about the video quality. It is the Insta360 Ace Pro. I like the fact that it is an action camera, so it's a little bit smaller. I'm able to get a little bit better angle for you guys, but it also keeps me from hitting my head on the camera every 5 seconds. That's one thing that I'm really liking about this camera setup. Now, going in with a chartreuse across the bottom, kind of lightly layer it in, because you don't want it to run down the sides too much. It's going to have to look thick at a certain point, but you don't want it running up the sides of your bait, because that needs to be transparent. All you want the fish to see of the chartreuse is just this bottom section right there. It's going to run up a little bit on the sides and the back where it's a tapered bait, but we can always take care of that. I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and heat set. You guys let me know what you think about the video quality on this camera. It does really well outside filming, stuff like that, but I haven't really done a whole lot with it up close yet. It is filming in 4K, so hopefully that'll show through on video. Trying a different way of cleaning this thing. I've always just sprayed and washed through. I've been watching a lot of other painters lately, and they've got a lot different way of doing it. It seems like their equipment tends to last a little bit longer, so I'm trying to get as much paint out as I can before I reload the gun. Hopefully the nozzles will last longer. Alright, so we're going to go over the top with carbon black. And I'm not going to try to do it in light layers so it doesn't get too thick. But then after we do the carbon black, we'll go back over that with a color shift. It's a pretty cool feature. That is the one thing that I don't like about the Ace Pro 2 or Ace Pro is that I can't use just any mic with it. So you guys, I apologize if you guys are hearing my compressor. I do have one of the quieter compressors on the market, but at the same time, if I'm hearing it, I know you're hearing it. Actually, I just messed that up, but that can be fixed quick. With this pattern, you want to go down just over the eyes with your black because it's going to have to, you're going to have that blue color shift. And it's not going to be exactly an Elegy Bone. It's going to be my take on it because I don't want it to be exactly like theirs. But you get the idea. So with this, you really want it to kind of, you want to come down across those eyes with your black, so your color shift pops right there, especially against whatever eye color you choose. I'm going to use red eyes on this today. Hopefully using a red eye will make them target the front of the bait a little bit more. I've seen a lot of people that have been talking about that lately. In some of the pro circles, they're putting a red hook on the front of their bait, or they're putting red eyes when they do it. Some of the pros actually do paint their own baits, which is kind of nice. They actually have the factory hookup on that, I'm sure, and can get factory blanks. Unlike people like me that have to go with the with the KO blanks. All right, so let's heat set that really quick. And a lot of times, I actually think that color combination right there looks good by itself without doing the bone pattern down the side. But I want to do the Elegy Bone color for you. All right, so we're going to do the electric blue interference, or electric blue intense violet, rather, Vallejo shifters. And this stuff is awesome. If you're a painter and you don't have this in your arsenal, you're messing up. And this you can go a little thicker on because it is gonna, you want that blue to come down the sides a little bit into your pearl white, which really almost looks silver. I usually come about halfway down the bait with it. I don't know if you guys can pick that up in the camera, but you can see the blue color shift to it. All right, I'm going to heat set that color shift, and then we'll jump back in with our bone pattern on the side. So you can see, I mean, it's got the Chartreuse bottom, the transparent sides, the blue, electric blue back. Sometimes on these baits like this, if they're transparent, I'll take a like a red, like this red gold color shifter, and go across the or another one that I like to use is the Supernova across the sides of it too. Supernova or Lava SMS across the sides. Gives it a kind of that red wounded baitfish kind of hue. All right, so let's get this set up over here. We'll get our rag wrapped around our block because we are going to lay this thing flat down to do this stencil. Just makes it so much easier. Take it out of our little holder here. And this is a 110 Junior +1 blank. Now this isn't an actual, Elegy Bone stencil. It's just one that I got in a random pack. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does the trick. It works pretty well. And I just kind of come down the side of the bait with a little darker color on this one because I did go a little thick with my white. So I think I'm going to go with a shading gray. I'm just not going to go very thick with it. Nothing worse than doing too much on a bait because it will make it look bad. All right. You guys see that? Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, you can see it's just adding just a subtle little bit to it. Heat set that, and then I'll go to the other side. I may go a little darker. Now, a lot of this will show up better, especially once you get clear coat on it. It's not gonna, yeah, that's probably thick enough with that. Let's go wipe our stencil down and go to the other side. Go a little darker on this side just to see what it looks like. The good news is this bait's, for a buddy. I may actually end up keeping this one for myself. I really like this pattern. I like it a little darker on this side. I may go back to the other side and redo it. Yeah, this almost just looks like ribs going down the side of the fish. I like that. I think it's going to look good on both sides. Not sure if you guys can see little striations for the ribs right through here, but it does it on both sides. Yeah, you can pick that up. All right, let's get some eyes in this little booger, and she will be done and done. Like I said, I'm going to go with red eyes today. I'd like to find the guy that packaged these eyes up and give him what for. If you ever order bulk eyes, be careful because sometimes they will come just loose in the pack. Gotta love Amazon, right? We're gonna see how this red eye looks. It looks like it may be a little small for this blank. I'm not sure. Nah, it's perfect. I'm going to pause the camera here in just a second. That's actually another one of the things that I do like about filming with this camera is that I can pause my recordings and I don't have to do separate takes. So it just kind of just lets everything flow. I don't have to do a whole lot of editing with it. But I'll bring you guys back here in just a second once I get that tape off the bill and get this thing covered in UVLS. All right, guys, we're going to do some UVLS. I use this to keep the just to keep your colors from fading. It's just a UV protectant. A lot of your bait painters do that. You do have to turn your pressure back up a good bit to do UVLS. It does not like, even thin, it doesn't like to spray through a 0.3 needle. If you were spraying through, you know, say a 0.5 needle, I'm sure it would do a lot better. Then heat set this really good and you'll be done. Let you see, with a little bit of a gloss look to it. Once you heat set it, it'll dry matte, but that's what we have our main top coat for. This is just more of a mid coat. Alright guys, that is it. That is how you know when your UVLS is cured, or heat set rather, is that it will turn back to a matte type finish. But yeah, that is it. That is the Blue Ridge Custom Tackle way to do Elegy Bone. If you guys have any questions, shoot me a comment. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.